Is wealth inequality an essential part of capitalism? Not just inequality, but poverty. That some people end up not just with less, but with nothing at all. Artificial scarcity enables rent seeking. When each person owns a small piece of land, or small apartment, then even if someone else owns a mansion, this part of inequality isn't really useful to the person who has more, not as a way to generate more wealth. However, when some people own nothing, no apartment, not even a small shack, or access to a piece of bare land to set up a tent on, then they are forced to rent. Then, those who own more can rent out some of what they own, and create empires as wealth creates more and more wealth. So it isn't just the resource inequality that is critical, unless there is artificial scarcity, unless the resource or technology is privatized, commodified, commercialized, unless some have nothing at all, are cut off from access without paying, then capitalism doesn't really work. It is the working poor who run everything. Yes, there are machines, but who do you think drives the machines, and operates them? Who operates the cash register, and the fryer? Wealth inequality is an essential part of capitalism, but this is not a bad thing. Inequality is a side effect of any system that incorporates humans, because humans are not equal. Capitalism, socialism, communism, and even complete anarchy, real-world applications of all of these systems result in inequality of some sort, whether they are inequalities of power, money, or status. You could say that, without wealth inequality, capitalism would not be able to exist. After all, if everyone had equal wealth, there would be no reason to exchange goods. However, wealth inequality isn't the only form of inequality. In communism, inequality presents itself as an inequality between those who produce the most, and those who consume the most. I call this ability inequality. In addition, real-world communism typically results in an overseeing government defining and distributing. This almost always leads to insane power inequality, though this also applies to any authoritarian system. Raising your standard of living in this system means increasing your need, lowering your ability, or joining the government. In anarcho-societies, inequality presents itself in the most primal of ways. Social inequality. Being more attractive, sociable, and charismatic means you have more friends, and thus, fewer people who want to steal from you and more who are willing to protect you. Strength inequality. Being weaker means you will always be at the mercy of someone stronger. Socialism combines the inequalities of capitalism and communism, though it can reduce the effects somewhat. But, of all the inequalities, wealth inequality under capitalism is the easiest to overcome. Capitalism is the easiest system in which someone can raise their lot in life. In turn, it's also the easiest system in which someone can lose their station, due to the typical lack of a safety net.